Welcome to this week Forex Weekly Analysis. In this Forex Weekly Analysis, we'll be looking at the EURUSD, pounds USD, USDJPY, the DXY and Gold. So we'll be breaking down the key levels and we mapping out potential setup for this week. So let's go straight to the chart. So we'll be starting our analysis with the EURUSD. EURUSD on the daily chart last week still remained on a sideways trend. You can see that price has been on a sideways since last week, which is we have series of higher low, which is we have price on the range. So long you have this sideways trend on the EURUSD, this is an indication that last week there's no major movement on the EURUSD. So this week, what are we looking at for on the EURUSD this week? This week on the daily chart, price closed on a resistance level, which is this resistance level. Seeing price on this resistance level might push back price back to this support level on the daily chart. So we might be looking for buying opportunity from this level, while looking for selling opportunity from this level to this next support level, selling from this resistance to this support level for EURUSD. So long we have this price on the daily chart close on a strong resistance level, and the structure of on the daily chart also we have this higher high, then the lower high, and the lower high. So this is an indication of price building momentum for a bearish trend on EURUSD. So what we do now, wait for a better setup for us to take our opportunity for the selling opportunity on the EURUSD. So let's look at the trend of the EURUSD on the daily chart. On my daily chart, we still have this uptrend structure on the EURUSD, which is we have this lower low and this series of higher low. So this is an indication of price remain bullish on the EURUSD. So this trend on EURUSD remain bullish. So what is the inner structure? Let's look at the inner structure on the EURUSD, which is we have this higher high, then we have a lower high, then we have this lower high. So this is an inner structure movement for EURUSD, which indicates we expect price to come to this support level, and a break of this support level might trigger price to this next major structure level. And once we see price break this major structure level, this might push the euro down more for down opportunity. So let's look at the weekly chart to confirm where we expect price to go this week, to confirm our EURUSD on the daily chart. Let's look at the weekly chart. So on the weekly chart, you can also see that we have price close on a resistance level on the weekly chart. So long we have price on this resistance level, this is an indication of price reversal for the EURUSD to this next support level. So one thing about trading, we cannot buy from this resistance level. So long price is on a resistance level, we need a strong support level for us to buy the EURUSD. So long we have this support price on this support level, then we can start looking for a buying opportunity from this support level to the top. So currently we have price on the resistance level, which is not a good indication for us to look for anything cause buying opportunity on the EURUSD. So let's look at the structure of the euro on the weekly time frame. So on my weekly time frame, you can see we still have this price creating this lower low, then series of higher low, then we have this higher low, higher low, higher low. So this is an indication of price still remain bullish on the EURUSD. So we still have a bullish structure for the EURUSD on the weekly chart. So long we have this bullish structure on EURUSD on the weekly chart, what are the levels we can buy EURUSD from? So we need price to come to this support level, then we can start looking for buying opportunity for EURUSD to the top. So our current structure is bullish. We can only buy from where is support level. So we have to wait for price to come to a weekly support level, then give us an instruction for us to buy EURUSD. So let's go back to our daily chart. So on the daily chart, we can clearly see that the weekly close on a resistance, the daily close on a resistance. This is an indication of price reversal back to this support level on the EURUSD, which is this support level and this support level. So we expect price to come to this support level this coming week for Euro USD. So we have to look out for our selling opportunity on the Euro USD this coming week. So let's look at our next pair, which is the DXY, which is dollar index. From my daily time frame, the dollar index still have, let's look at the structure first. From the daily time frame, we still have this downtrend structure as the major structure of the markets on the dollar index. So long we have this downtrend structure, then let's look at, we have this higher high, we have a lower high, then we have this lower high, then we have this lower low. So long we have this major structure for downtrend. Now, what is the inner structure on the DXY saying? So we have a lower low on the inner structure, we have a higher low and a level of a higher low. Then price on the daily charts close on this support level, which is an indicator for price reversal back to the top for the DXY. So we expect price to push to this next resistance level for the DXY, which is so long price close on this support level. This might indicate price moving back to this support level, this resistance level. A break of this resistance might trigger a retest, then we'll see a major push to this major structural level. So once we see a price break this major structural level, this might trigger price more higher for this coming week. So currently we have an inner structure. This inner structure movement is also a support for price to continue towards to push higher for the dollar index. So long the dollar index is showing that sign of bullish trend, we have to stick to the bullish direction on the euro, on the dollar index. So let's look at the weekly chart of the dollar index. On my weekly time frame, the dollar index also closed on a support level. So long we have price close on this support level, this is an indication of price reversal back to this resistance level. So we have price now on a support level. But let's look at the trend of the dollar index on the weekly chart. On my weekly chart, we have price creating this higher high, then we have a series of lower highs. So the weekly charts have been creating a series of lower highs, which shows that the dollar index still remain on a downtrend. So long we have this downtrend structure on the dollar index, we expect price to continue. We expect price, the major structure of the dollar index on the weeklies remain on a downtrend. We still expect more bearish trend, but we cannot start to sell from a support level. We need price to come back to a strong resistance level for us to start looking for our selling opportunity on the dollar index. So we expect price to come back to this support, this resistance level. A break of this resistance level might trigger more bullish trend to the top, but if price fail, this might push price back to the down. So this might push price back to the down for the dollar index once price fail to break that particular support level. So our job now is to wait for price to move to this resistance level. If price break, we see price pushing lower for the dollar index. So let's go back to the daily chart of the dollar index. On my daily chart, you can clearly see price close on a support and price also close on a weekly resistance. This is an indication of price reversal to this high, to this lower high level, and a break of that level might trigger more bullish move for price to this major structural level on the dollar index. So let's look at our next pair, which is the Great British Pounds USD. The Pounds USD on the daily chart, let's look at the major structure before we look at the inner structure. On my daily chart, we have price on the Pounds USD break a major structure level, which means we still have this higher high, then we have this lower high. Price breaks with this level, but after the break of price, ever since we have been seeing price doing a series of lower high, which is price is creating series of lower high for inner structure movement. So now what are we looking at for this week on the pounds USD. This week, what we are looking at, we have price currently on this daily support level. We have price currently on the daily support level, and which is a strong support level. Then we cannot just start selling from this support level on the daily chart. We need price to also come back to what? To a resistance level for us to start looking for selling opportunity, which is we have this area as our resistance area. Then we also have this area also as our resistance area. We're also looking for possible selling opportunity for the pounds USD. So long price is currently on this support level, we might expect price to come to a resistance for us to start looking for selling opportunity, because we still have series of lower high as the inner structure that will keep price pushing lower. But for the buying scenario, we need price to break above this high, then we'll wait for buying opportunity from this level to this next resistance level on the daily chart. So let's look at the weekly charts of the British pounds USD. So on my weekly chart, you can clearly see that we still have price on the resistance level. So long we have price on this resistance, we still have price on this resistance. We also have price on this support level. So we have this support zone, which is also areas we also look at for. So what I will advise now, from the candlestick anatomy on the pounds USD on the weekly chart, we don't have clear direction for candlestick anatomy. But for the inner structure of the pounds USD, the inner structure still remain bullish, which is we have this lower low, then we have this higher low, and we have a new higher low being formed here. So for now, so long price is still on inner structure option and the major structure break is a lower low, we have to stay neutral on the pounds USD on the weekly chart. So we don't have a clear direction this week for pounds USD. So let's go back to our daily chart. So on my daily chart, we still have a downtrend structure and we still have price close on the support level. So our job now is to wait for clear direction for pounds USD this week. So pounds USD this week not that clear, so we have to wait for clear direction for us to sell the pounds USD. So let's look at the next pair, which is the Australia USD. Before we look at the next pair, if you are a serious trader and you want to take your trading serious, you can book for my one-on-one mentorship, or you can also book for my video courses. The link in description below. So on my daily chart on the Australia USD, we still have this strong bullish momentum on the Australia USD, which is we have this lower low, higher low, and a series of higher low. These levels are indication of a strong bullish momentum for the Australia USD to the downside. So long we have this strong bullish momentum, our job is to keep looking for what? Buying opportunity on the Australia USD. Currently on the daily chart, we have price on the resistance level. So long we have price on this resistance level, we cannot do any buy on this resistance level. So we need price to come to a support level before we can start looking for buying opportunity on the Australia USD. So we need price to come to this support level, then we'll start looking for possible buying opportunity for the Australia USD, because the Australia USD have the uptrend structure this week. So let's look at the sell scenario for the Australia USD. For sell scenario, we need price to take out this level, then wait for a test back, then we'll start looking for selling opportunity on the Australia USD. So long we see have this bullish trend on Australia USD, our job is to keep looking for buying opportunity for the Australia USD. So let's look at the weekly chart of the Australia USD. On my weekly chart, you can clearly see that we have price on a weekly resistance level now on the Australia USD. So long we have price on a weekly resistance level, this might trigger a reversal for the Australia USD to this next support level. Then we'll start looking for buying opportunity for the Australia USD. So long the weekly close on the resistance, there might be a possible price reversal for the Australia USD this week. So let's go back to the daily chart. So on my daily chart, our job now is to wait for price on this weekly support level for us to buy the Australia USD to the top. If price fail, then we can look at a buying opportunity from with our previous setup on the Australia USD. So let's look at our next pair, which is the USDJPY. USDJPY on my daily chart break out of a major structural level, which is price create this higher low, and we have this higher high. You can see that price break close below this level, which is an indication of sign of shift in trend for selling opportunity for the USDJPY. So long price break this level, we might be looking for selling opportunity, but we need series of lower high for us to sell the USDJPY. So we have this higher high, we have this lower high, we have this lower high. Price is currently creating from this level now. We now started looking having higher low. This is lower low, then we have higher low, then we have a higher low. So we now have an inner structural movement on the USDJPY. So long we have this structural movement, our job now for the USDJPY, for us to sell, we need price to come below this level. We need price below this level, then we wait to retest, then we start looking for selling opportunity. But for the buy scenario, we see expect price to continue to push higher. There we start looking for more buy if you can see price break above this level on the USDJPY. So our scenario for the daily chart on the USDJPY, you can see that price still remain on this support level on the USDJPY. See have price on this support level, which is a no-go area for us to sell from that support level. If you are selling from that support level, that means you are risking your hard-earned money. So it's not advisable selling from that particular support level. So let's confirm the trend from the weekly time frame. On my weekly time frame, you can clearly see that price has converted this particular support level into a resistance level, and from the candlestick anatomy, this indicates we expect a retest. They will continue to push up for buying opportunity for the USDJPY on the weekly chart. So let's look at the structure of the USDJPY on the weekly chart. You can see we have this lower low, we have this lower low, then we have higher low. So we have this series of higher low, which also indicates we see expect more bullish opportunity on the USDJPY. So long we expect more bullish opportunity on the USDJPY. So our job now is to look out for our possible buying opportunity from this support area, which is this support level. If price can retest this level, then we'll start looking for buying opportunity for the USDJPY. So let's go back to our daily chart. So on my daily chart now, you can clearly see that we expect the price on the daily chart close on the support level. The price on the weekly chart also close on the support level, which indicates we're expecting more buy continuation for the USDJPY to this resistance level, and a break of this resistance might trigger more buy opportunity for the USDJPY this week. So let's look at our next pair, which is the gold USD. So gold USD on my daily chart still remain bullish. We still have this strong momentum for buying opportunity on the gold USD. So let's look at the structure. We have this inner structure currently on gold USD, which is we have this lower low, and this higher low. So this is strong inner structural movement of price to this next resistance level, or this resistance level. So price is currently pushing higher to that major level. So long we are expecting we are pushing higher for gold, this level will be our target for the buying opportunity on the gold USD. So what we expect this week on the gold USD, we have this previous resistance. We need price to retest this previous resistance. They'll start looking for buying opportunity on the gold USD. So our job now is to wait for price to retest this level. Then we'll start looking for buying opportunity on the weekly time frame. So let's look at the daily time frame of gold USD. On my weekly time frame, we still have price on this zone, on this resistance zone. This place remain a resistance zone on the gold USD. So I'm not encouraging buying opportunity from that level on the gold USD on the weekly chart. So this zone still stands firm. So but the structure of the gold USD on the weekly chart still remains uptrend. So long we have this bullish momentum on the gold USD, our job is to stay bullish on the gold USD. So let's go back to the daily chart. So we have to look at for more buying opportunity from a resistance, from a support level to the top on the gold USD. But for now, I'm currently not trading gold USD because I need price to go out of that zone before I start looking for if I will make any decision on the gold USD. So let's look at our next pair, which is the BTC USD. BTC USD currently still remain bearish. You can see we have price still creating a series of lower high. So see how price creating higher high, then we have series of lower high on the BTC. Having this series of lower high is an indication of bearish momentum for the BTC to the downside. So long we have this bearish momentum, our job is to look for more of selling opportunity on the BTC USD. Currently we are on a support area. We have price on support level right now. On this support level, we cannot try to sell from this support level. Sell from this support level is an indication that we lose our money. So you don't need to trade with luck in this market. So you have to wait for price to break above this level, then wait for retest, then we can start looking for selling opportunity on the BTC USD. So we need price to create a resistance for us to sell. So long we have a series of lower high, which is a downtrend structure for us to sell the BTC USD. Selling from this current level is a trap. Don't try selling from this level. This might lead to losses on the BTC USD. So let's look at the weekly time frame to confirm more on the BTC USD. On my BTC USD, you also see that price is currently on a support level. We have a price on a support area already, support zone. So these zones are buying zone, which is not encouraging for sellers to participate on this zone. If you are buying from this BTC zone, this is risky. So we don't need to buy from this zone. We have to look out for more of buying from this zone than selling from this zone. So let's go back to the daily chart of the BTC USD. So on my daily chart, you can clearly currently see that price is currently on its daily support and also on a weekly support level. But we have this downtrend structure, which is we need to still look for more bearish opportunity for the BTC USD. So we need price to convert a resistance, which is a support, into resistance for us to sell the BTC USD. We don't need to just take trade from any level. We need, so long we have this bearish trend on the BTC USD, we need price on a resistance for us to sell the BTC USD. So if you're a trader and you're finding it difficult to make money in this market, or you are still losing your earned money to the market, you can book my one-on-one mentorship. The link also in description below. Then you can also get my video courses, also the link also in description below. If you find this analysis helpful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more trading tips and forex analysis. Then you can also watch my previous weekly analysis at the top, where I break down the move that happened last week on the pounds USD, euro USD, the dollar index, and others. So the link also, you can watch it at the top. So please don't forget to like this video and share for others to get access to this vital information. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video.